sit down and shut up. This is this week's edition of Money Talks. Now, if you don't know who I am by now, either you can't read the subtitles or you've been living under a rock. Either case, maybe you shouldn't be watching this. But for those of you who do know who I am, stick around. There's plenty of answers to come. Now, since Title in the Bank, my phone has been ringing off the hook. Everyone wants answers. Even Vajesus has been calling me, going, Reggie, you got some splaining to do. Well, you're in luck. I have all kinds of answers. Why I decided to bring Brian Phoenix back from suspension. Why I extended the Iron Man match. And whether or not I'm involved in the attacks on Dimitri and or the Freak. All those to come. Plus more. Now, let's start with the elephant in the room. And no, I'm not talking about Jimmy Jack Daniels. I'm talking about Brian Phoenix. Why did I decide to bring Brian Phoenix back from suspension and put him in a World Heavyweight title match? Well, the answer is really simple. I didn't really have a choice. See, our so-called champion, the Freak, decided the night before to go out and get wasted. And from what I hear, I don't know how it came about, but he got the shit beat out of him and was definitely not fit to be showing up. So I had two options: either not have a World Heavyweight title match at Title in the Bank, or vacate his title. So I vacated his title, and then I had to put someone in that match. And I was looking in the locker room, and I couldn't find anybody. Kyle Cash, I could have done Kyle Cash, but he's spineless. That wouldn't have been entertaining at all. That would have been lame. So we just kind of left him off the card. And, I mean, who else was there? I mean, Houston was booked in an hour-long match. He needed all his strength. Dimitri, I mean, he was in two matches, and those were both pathetic anyways. I could have put another member of EOD in there, but who wants to watch EOD against EOD as a main event match? That would have been boring. One of them would have just laid down. So, I had to bite the bullet, put my tail between my legs, pick up my phone and call Brian Phoenix and let him know that he was going to be in the World Heavyweight title match at Title in the Bank. Now, obviously, he was overjoyed. I mean, he skipped all the way to the arena and was ready to go. And then my face turned red because I personally didn't think he had a chance of winning. I was kind of banking on the fact that he'd lose, and then I would just resuspend him, and all would be well. Unfortunately, plans don't always work out the way you'd like, but don't fret. I haven't gotten soft. Because this Saturday at Caution, Brian Phoenix will be defending that title he just won against his opponent at Title in the Bank, Kia. So maybe he survived one bout with Kia, but I don't see him surviving two. I mean, come on, Kia beat me, the best wrestler on the roster. So if he was able to take me down, what's Brian Phoenix? I mean, that's like feeding a Chihuahua to a pit bull. So I expect Brian Phoenix's suspension to continue pretty quick. So what's next? The Iron Man match. Hour long. And then I decided that ending in a tie wasn't good enough. We were going to go in a sudden death, giving Mike Houston arguably a chance to win. Why would I do that? One word. Boring. Who wants to sit there for an hour and watch one match and have it end in a tie? That's just pathetic. So I pulled my weight around and I made it sudden death. So, Genocide had to go an extra 10 minutes to get the victory. I mean, yeah, he's going to have to take a longer hot shower when he got home, whatever. We all knew he was going to win. Mike Houston doesn't have it anymore. He hasn't had it since he lost the company. And he especially hasn't had it since I took over. He can't take the fact that I run his baby. His founding company is mine. I'm in his head, and he can't get me out. He has not been the same since, and I don't see that changing anytime in the future. So then on to the third piece of business. Am I behind EOD's attacks on Dimitri and or the attacks on the Freak? Simply put, no. I mean, come on. What do you think I am? I mean, am I the kind of guy that would go behind people's backs, being sly, underhanded, and brutally attacking people in the. Okay, so you caught me. I would. I would do something like that. So take my word for it, though. I have nothing to do with that. That's EOD's business. I mean, I've been trying to, we've been trying to stop them, or we, I don't know what that means. I mean, the Dimitri wants a piece, and Brian Phoenix thinks he's got it under control, and Mike Houston and Kyle. But I mean, obviously they can't handle the EOD, and that's their business. So I'm staying out of that. But Title Bank is in the past. I mean, there was some ups, there was some downs. I mean, Sinister is now Title of the Bank owner, but I have faith that he will be the first person to cash it in and not win a title. So we can always hope for that. Other than that, there wasn't any real big surprises outside of Brian Phoenix. I mean, Gary Austin's match went pretty much how anyone would expect it to. The quote unquote relentless asshole made a return. If you want to call it that, I think I saw him on his back more than a flipped over turtle. He didn't really do a whole lot, and was anyone surprised? Not me. And then there's this whole Mr. O versus Cletus thing going on, this tussle between referees, and personally, I love it. Cletus has a gripe. I don't like Mr. O. I've never liked Mr. O. I mean, he screwed me over. And from judging how he called the Iron Man match, I mean, he didn't do that good. So maybe he should stop worrying about what other people are doing and focus on his own game. Um, as for a potential match in the future between Cletus and Gary O, I mean, if it puts Gary O out of commission, fine. But remember one thing, Mr. O. You may be senior referee, but you work for me. So at the end of the day, I have final say at what goes down. So bear that in mind, my friend. All right, so that's out of the bank. Let's move forward. Caution this Saturday. I already gave you one match. Brian Phoenix versus Kia for the World Heavyweight title. But I'll give you more. Let's do an Extreme Championship match. I'm going to put Wicked Six up against his brother, Jay Wicked. I want to see how badly Wicked Six wants to keep that title. Is he willing to decimate his own brother for this piece of black? I guess not gold, but this championship title. Only time will tell. I can't wait to find out. Um, and then I guess since Kyle Cash wasn't at Title in the Bank, we might as well invite him back for caution. So I'm gonna put him in a triple threat match with Sinister and Dimitri. So we'll see how that goes. But I think we're going to cut the show right about now. I have a Swedish masseuse waiting for me right out there, and let me tell you what, she is hot. So I have to get to that, and I got my caviar waiting for me and my Chianti. So why don't you guys just go off and build a bonfire and drink your foodies and make s'mores or whatever the hell you guys do, and I'm going to go have some fun the way only rich people know how. So that is Money Talks for this week. Don't worry, I will be back next time with another riveting episode. So until then, go get hit by a car or something.